What's going on, guys? I have a market watch here, and I'm going to talk about Duel Devastator. So, if you go to TCG Player, you can actually buy it for $31.70. Go over to eBay, and let's see, $32.99. And then they also have another one for $28.99, but it doesn't come in the box, it's just the contents. So, you could basically pick this up for $30. And for the cards you get, Ash Blossom and Super Poly, Ash Blossom's already at $6.45, and Super Poly's at like $5.11. And the thing about it is that Super Poly is a card that might end up getting like reprinted, like in a structure deck or something. That wouldn't surprise me. So that card might go down in value at some point. But at the same time, it's still an ultra rare, so it'll probably still maintain some value, especially if it doesn't get hit on the ban list. And we've seen Ash Blossom go up to $10 time and time again. So it wouldn't surprise me if at some point this right here goes up in value and ends up being an $8 card or a $10 card, especially at some point in the future. And especially if Duel Devastator, whenever the price goes from $31 to $30, whatever, to being a lot less than that. I would imagine that all the prices are going to start going up on the cards at some point, because a lot of the cards that got reprinted, like we've seen the prices go up time and time again. And it's only, it's eventually going to happen with Ash Blossom. Super Poly, it might happen also. And it's probably going to happen with Ghost Ogre also. Like, Ghost Ogre is a little bit over $3 right now. And we've seen this go up to like $8 for like the Mega Pack. I think it was actually $10 and maybe even more at certain points. So, like, this card right here is eventually going to go up in value also. And Called by the Grave always stays up at like a pretty decent value. Even the common has a decent value also. And it's $3. Ghost Bell is probably going to go up in value at some point also, especially as the meta changes. Skull Dread might go up a little bit, but yeah, there can only be one. The other floodgates, whenever they're actually being used a lot, like the prices go up quite a bit. So the price of that will probably eventually go up too. Effect Veiler usually always ends up going up also. And the other cards, it's like hit or miss. I'm not so sure about the other hand traps. Mind Control might go up at some point also. Solemn Strike, we've seen Solemn Strike over and over and over again go up in price. Gamma Cell, the Kaiju, that card right there will probably go up in price too. Cosmic Cyclone, maybe. All the other cards, they'll probably just creep up a little bit, or for the most part just stay where they're at. Inspector Border pretty consistently goes up in price also. So, there's just a lot of good cards in this set. Typhoon, will probably go up at some point also. DD Crow randomly finds itself in the meta. Winter Cherries hasn't been used in such a long time. Anti-Spell usually ends up going up in price also. So, that's just the thing about this set, is that even if you buy it at, pretty much retail, well, not really retail, I'm suggesting pick up for, $30 online. But if you pick up a few of these, the prices are bound to eventually just make your money back at some point, especially as time goes on. Dimensional Barrier, who's to say that we might not see that again at some point? Because I believe the last time people really played Dimensional Barrier was when Pendulums are still at, the top deck. Yeah, so, there's still a lot of good stuff in here. I've gone over pretty much, the main stuff that's actually good that will go up in value at some point in the future. But yeah, I just think that's a good set. If you want to actually buy 3 of these or something, it's probably not a bad idea, because you'll be able to make your money back, or at least I believe you can. And otherwise, it'd probably be a good idea to pick up some of the hand traps while the prices are still yet low, or at least trade for them. Because, we've seen time and time again, Ash Blossom go up in price, and Ghost Ogre go up in price, and Called by the Grave stays up in price. Ghost Bell will probably go up in price too. All these cards are probably going to go up in price. So if you spend, $30 to buy it now, it won't surprise me, if 6 months from now, it'll probably be more, a little bit longer than that, maybe a year or something, and then you'd be able to get your money back plus more. So it's it's not really, I think that's a pretty safe bet to actually buy it. But at the same time, you don't know exactly what Konami's going to do with all the reprints and everything. So you always have to keep that in mind if you do decide to actually invest in this, or actually pick up more than what you actually need. And you can always just buy singles if you just want to take that route. But I mean, Ash Blossom has already gone up in price. I didn't really expect it to happen this soon, but it has. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about another card, which is Full Force Virus. And this is a card I've actually talked about in the past. And I basically recommended for people to not pick it up. And despite my video getting like downvoted like crazy, I'm pretty sure I was right because basically it hasn't been going up in price. It's maintained a low price point. But something I found interesting when I looked it up is that when you get the Raging Tempest first editions, like there's not really that many of them like actually available. So if you click like 3 or more on TCG Player, the first one that comes up, it's like $1.33 each with 78 cents for shipping. And if you take it off, there's virtually like there's some of them like this where it's available, but you can only buy like one of them. So you're paying like 99 cents for shipping plus 28 cents for the card. And that's pretty much how like most of the first eds are. It's like people only have one available, which I found like kind of interesting because it just kind of shows that there's like not that many of them on the market for a card like this. So maybe people actually brought them up at some point. But even if that is the case, you can just go over here and basically buy the Mega Pack Secret Rare and it'll be a lot less money. And there's probably going to be a bunch of them available. Or at least it was last time I checked. Yeah, so 3 or more, 30 cents each. Pay 78 cents for that. So, you know, you can literally get 10 of them for like, what was that, $3.78. So the card is still yet like not really worth anything. And I don't think it ever will. Because like with Link format around where it destroys monsters based on like their defense. And Links don't have defense. It kind of like ruins it for them. And also it got reprinted 2 more times since I last talked about it. So, yeah. So for most part, I don't think it's really that great of an investment. And which eBay is, of course, like more expensive because it usually always is. So the Secret Rare first ed is still yet like 99 cents, but that's for the Mega Pack. And then this right here is like $1.95. I guess we'll see what the lowest prices are. But we'll probably get hit with a bunch of commons and ultra rares. Yeah, ultra rares for $1. Wow. Yeah, just don't get it from eBay. eBay like overcharges for that stuff. But yeah, like I still think it's a pretty cool card to have. But I don't think it's a card that you should invest in. Like maybe get a playset just because it's like a virus card and it's secret rare and it's cheap. But other than that, I don't think it's really something that you should invest in. Because the thing about it is that it destroys monsters based on their defense, 1500 or less defense. So it's just not very strong right now, and it doesn't take care of Link monsters, which, yeah, I mean, it's wherever you think it is. I mean, it has potential at some point in the future, but like I just don't think it's going to. And if it does go up in price, it might go up in price at some point, but it'd be like later on. And like if someone buys it out or something.